I want you to imagine yourself in the moment just prior to the battle. When you're waiting to go. And if you're gonna feel fear, this is where you feel it, because you have time. The preparation is done, the planning is done, the briefing is done, the gear is prepared, and you are dressed and you are ready to go. And now you're just waiting for the call or for the signal or for the command. And so you have time to think. And in fact, all you can do at that moment is think. And if it's World War I, perhaps you're waiting and you're at Tannenberg or Verdun or the Somme, but you're waiting to go over the top, out of that trench, and into almost certain death. And in that moment, what do you think about? Do you think about family, friends? You think about your life? Do you think about death? You think about that girl you wish that you would have asked to marry? Maybe you're thinking, how did I get myself into this? Or maybe you're thinking, how do I get myself out of this? Or maybe you're just sitting there rethinking the plan and the sequence and the orders you were given. Maybe you're thinking about your friends getting killed or wounded. Maybe you're thinking about yourself getting killed or wounded. You could be thinking about so many different things. But one thing is certain. Whatever you are thinking about, whatever those thoughts are clear. Those thoughts are an insight into your true nature, into your being. And we always hear about the adrenaline rush and the excitement and the challenge of combat. But what about the cleansing of the mind against a backdrop of death? It seems like there's some purity that can only be revealed by the horror and the blood and the violence of impending combat. Because at that moment of truth, there's only one answer. Forward. Forward into the battle, into the fray. Toward the smoke and the fire and the bullets and the bombs, and towards death. To face it all head on. And maybe that is what the real addiction of combat is. Maybe that's what we yearn for. To have but one clear and resounding purpose for everything in our lives, everything in our world, everything in past, in present, in future, all of it wrapped up into that one instant. To have that one singular purpose for being alive at that moment. To attack. Attack with everything you have, with every ounce of commitment, with every bit of clarity and focus that you as a human being can possibly muster. Attack with your weapons and your mind and your body, and attack with your very soul. And maybe that purity is what we miss, is what I miss about combat.